Hello, once again, this is Brother Teacher. I just wanted to stop by and make a note on the incident that occurred approximately 2 weeks ago with me at my store when I had a, a stroke. I wanted to make something perfectly clear about my health at the time. First and foremost, I want to say thank you, a very hearty thank you to all of those that called to wish me well. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your cards. Thank you for your get well wishes, your sentiments. Uh, Thank you for the cupcakes from one of the local businesses. Uh, Thank you for all the prayers again. Thank you for the community by and large, where my business and my home is. Uh, the biggest thing that I want to also add to that is this. For the most part, I am a healthy, young, vibrant, 63-year-old man, still, notwithstanding, still have osteoarthritis in my hip, martial arts grandmaster. Uh, I did have two small strokes on the right side of my brain, uh, but I want to say this: all of my life, I have been a martial arts enthusiast, practitioner, instructor. I have never drank alcohol. I have never smoked cigarettes. I have never smoked marijuana, no drugs, never taken drugs, no pharmaceutical drugs in my entire life. I've never been a proponent of anything like that. So I just want to make that perfectly clear. None of those things have ever been a part of my life. Now, I have eaten junk food. I've done that in my life, and that's been my downside. Eating the typical American diet and junk food, processed foods and stuff like that. And that is basically what I attribute probably my issue with, like many of us, the typical American diet for the most part. So the doctors really, after doing about 10 different tests, CT scan, uh, the what do you call that other thing? The ultrasound, all of the different monitoring and that other thing that you go into. I forget the name of it right now. It escapes me. Um, but they don't know and didn't know why I had the strokes. So they have some kind of TEE thing that they want to do here in the next couple weeks or so, where they're going to go into my throat and down in my heart with the camera because they feel like there may have been a blood clot that was against the wall of my heart that probably broke off and went through my bloodstream and hit my brain and caused the strokes. So that's what the next plan of action is. But I'm healthy for the most part. My blood pressure was just extremely high. Now, I had never heard of anyone's blood pressure being 253 over 135, which is what mine was the day before I had the stroke. And I called them because my gait was off. My gait meaning my balance and so forth. And I just felt out of sorts. And so I contacted them and they stood there on my porch at home. And I went to work that night afterwards, after they took me to the hospital and gave me some blood pressure medicine, which I'm vehemently against pharmaceutical drugs in the first place. So uh, the guy from the emergency medical team said your blood pressure is high. I didn't even know they took my blood pressure as I stood there talking to them, like I'm talking right now. And so I came back that night, and then the very next day, I'm at my store drinking some tea. And I knocked it over, and one of my friends at his business was walking by, and he called me out to say good morning, and I didn't even hear him say that. And next thing I know, he said, "I've got you, teacher." And I was in his arms, and he was holding me. Uh, and before I realized it, I was in the hospital. So he caught me before I completely passed out. But by the time I passed out, and I was in the hospital for a few days, and so undergoing the test and so forth, and by the grace of Yahweh, God, um, I'm here today, and I thank the Almighty for Him. And so I went through that battery of tests and so forth, and I'm taking right now some high blood pressure medicine. And I don't take medicine. I don't believe in it. I believe in holistic and natural medicine, if you will. But as I said, to err on the side of safety, I'm taking it right now. And I'm not encouraging anyone not to take pharmaceutical drugs because they are chemicals made in a laboratory. Now, I know there are going to be people saying, "Oh, you're taking your medication," and so on and so forth. So do what your doctor tells you to do. But our bodies can heal themselves because that's the way the Almighty made it. Go to the book of Genesis and you'll know that. But anyway, as I said, the American diet, you have to do your own research to understand or overstand what I'm saying to you. So we came into this world perfect and the Almighty made us that way. It's because of man's inventions we are where we are today. So just understand and overstand what I'm saying to you. So again, I just wanted to say thank you to all of y'all and tell you that I love you and I thank you for your prayers and continue to study the world that you live, that we all live in, so that we can have a better future. That was it, and that was all.